Happy Tuesday to those who celebrate. It's March 3rd. I'm enjoying a nice Hamden artisanal orange soda, so cheers if you have a beverage too. This is the first Tuesday of Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. This is a very important cause for me because my twin sister Heather, hi Heather, has cerebral palsy as well as several students that I've taught. It's an interesting condition because it varies so much from person to person. It's really a collection of symptoms more than anything. If you know someone with cerebral palsy, which I bet you do, send them a text today. Tell them you're thinking about them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. That brings me right into the two things I want to talk about. First thing today, I want to talk about one of these a good news story that came out in Maryland yesterday, and then the second thing I want to talk about is social connection, the science behind it, and the importance of it. First thing I want to talk about: Henrietta Lacks. Yesterday, the Henrietta Lacks family got a settlement in a big lawsuit against one of the big pharmaceutical companies, and they didn't disclose how much money they got, but I bet it's millions or tens of millions of dollars going to the Henrietta Lacks family. If you are not aware of Henrietta Lacks, she was a person of color in I think the 1950s. Um, she lived in Baltimore, and she got cancer and got treated at Johns Hopkins. Um, they took her cells as part of treatment, and then it turns out she had special cells. These cells never stop dividing, literally will divide forever. And because of that, they are used in every single biological lab today. 70 years later, still being used everywhere. They've made trillions upon trillions of these cells. Well, the family never knew about this and never got compensated for the use of these cells, so it's nice to see that they're finally getting some compensation for it. If you want to read more about this, I highly recommend you read the book The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. I read it about a decade ago. It's wonderful. All right, the second thing I want to talk about is social connection. I'm talking about friendships that you have in your life. Incredibly important to our well being. Just a couple stats of what friendship can do for you. Scientists have found that people with close friend connections live longer lives, about 24% actually. They have lower blood pressure. They have lower rates of depression, higher rates of pro-social activity like exercising and eating well. And challenges in their life seem easier if they are done in the presence of or with the help of a friend. Hills literally seem less steep. Mountains seem less tall. Difficult tasks seem to have taken less time. Life is just easier with friends. You are so much healthier for it too. The cool thing, or I guess the cool and bad thing, is that modern day society is given us so many tools for social connection. Social media in general is a great tool for connecting with people. However, seems like the more tools that we have, the less connected people actually are. We seem more separated than ever. So I encourage you, use those tools for their intended purpose of increasing your social connection. I actually know someone who might be watching this video. I won't review him though. Him and his friend group are spread out throughout the country, and they get together in VR rooms to watch movies together. How freaking cool is that? Literally, you can hang out at the same time, watch movies with people across the country. That's an incredible tool for social connection. But we need to make sure that we use it. I'm guilty as much as anyone of when things get tough or hard, my social circle contracts. I don't talk to as many people. That's the opposite of what you should do. You should really strive to build those social connections up, strengthen that social circle. It would be so much better for your well being, mental and physical. And I recommend anyone watching this to send out a text today or tomorrow to a couple friends who you want to be closer to. And I bet you'll be surprised at the response. I bet people will love to hear that. And if you invite them to a virtual or an in-person gathering, I bet you they'll say yes. I bet they want to talk to you just as much as you want to talk to them. And you can even tell them, you can bribe them with better physical health. Say, hey, if you talk to me, if you get coffee with me tomorrow, your blood pressure is going to be lower. Dylan told me that, and he's never wrong. Do that except for that last part. I wouldn't say that. I'm wrong all the time. So I think that brings us to the end of the Tuesday today. I'm really glad that you guys are here to join me. I will say that my view count is going down every week, but I do not care. That's not what I'm not here for views. As long as one person's listening and enjoying these videos, I'm gonna keep making them. Even if 0 people were watching, I would still make them because this helps me too. I love Tuesdays now. I look forward to Tuesdays. So, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. And if you want more positivity, I've got 2 comedians today for you. Both comedians have cerebral palsy. The first comedian is Josh Blue. You might know him from Last Comic Standing. I think he won or came second. But he also just released a book. He is hysterical. Second comedian, Tina Friml. She is another comedian with cerebral palsy. And Tina, if you ever watch this video, please come to Maryland. I would love to see her live. She is hilarious as well. So if you want some positivity, some laughs, laughing's also great for your health, check out those 2 comedians. And if not, or even if you do, I'll see you next week. I'll always be here. Bye.